Hello everybody, this is I Hidden Flame, and welcome to a brand new series that I am going to do for two reasons. One, to help me learn better video editing so I can make these videos high quality or just better than the raw content I have been doing over the last 10 years. And two, it is to allow me to do something I've never done before, and that is perfection in Stardew Valley. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have these videos 1 week at a time, and over the course of however long it's going to take, I will show all of these videos sped up or cut or however I feel going forward. There will be no in-game voice, it's all going to be post, and I will be trying to explain the best that I can, because I'm terrible at explanations, my purpose and what I'm doing in the game. So like always, create your character, create your place. I have always been a fan of the Four Corners map, and I always do enjoy the remixes just because it gives you a bit more randomness in the game itself. So, as for the character name, Blaze, because it's gender neutral. The farm name I will be doing is the Flame Inc. farm, for obvious reasons. The favorite thing is perfection, because, honestly, I always have a very specific character build that I like to do. One involves the very long hair. I tried to make it as blonde as possible. It changes later on in the series because it just didn't look right. Even though I did find as close as possible, I wasn't originally happy with it. But that comes later when I meet the wizard and get to the statue of transformation or transgenderation or whatever it's called. And just because I get my guy a big bushy beard. And now, after skipping the intro because it's long and boring and dumb and everybody's seen it a million times, we start the day. So now that we are sped up, or else this would be a 2.5 hour video, I started to go ahead and clean up the farm a little bit so I can have a spot to grow my parsnips. And in doing so, went ahead and started grabbing some extra seeds that I will need for the community center, just because I was preparing for anything, as I will not be able to get the community center until the next episode. If you're wondering why, you'll see when I get to the weekend when it's supposed to come available. But I spent most of the day just cleaning up all the grass and trying to get as much fiber and talking to anyone I see. Why fiber? It is part of something that comes in towards or year 3, not season 3, when you can get one of the Statue of Perfections or something, and they require like 1,000 of each of the junk, the fiber, the wood, the stone, all that. But as you can see here, I'm just running around finding people, collecting dig spots, the basic stuff you would do at the very beginning. And now I decided to try the Prairie King. Now, I've never been good at this game, and I only have once beaten it, and that's on the Switch version, so I really have no video proof. I have an image somewhere on my Discord Speaking of which, if you want to join my Discord, I have a link below. Unless I changed it. I haven't looked at it in a while. I have to look it up, but this is one of the many attempts that I have tried. I originally tried to do one attempt per episode, and then eventually I just started forgetting about it. It shows up every once in a while. But, oh yeah, I just stormed through this first attempt, and I do pretty well, but when I get to this second act is where I fail. So I am not good at twin stick shooters, and for whatever reason my controller didn't want to work, so it's horrible attempts. But that's the end of the second day after I had a few forge seeds. Like every single day until you get sprinklers, you start off watering your crops. Originally I was going to clear up some wood, but I remembered the stones down here. Get the geodes, and then start, hopefully, the museum quest. But I figured I need to continue to clean up before I head back into town. First stop is Willie to get my fishing rod, then to the museum to get that started. Always have to pick up salads because I am a Leah simp. Always have been, always will be. My opinion, she is the greatest of all the bachelorettes. And then after getting everything together, started more cleanup on the farm. Now we had the mandatory rainy day, and thus fishing. And getting the catfish as my guaranteed catch was a godsend, because the catfish is the bane of my existence. So I was looking on the wiki as I was fishing to make sure I got all of the rain fish for spring, as in plenty of playthroughs before I would only get one rainy day and it would ruin the entire run. And because I don't know what fish I need to keep, I kept them all. Or at least all the extras. Again, watering my crops. And because I had a plan at the very beginning, which fell through halfway through, I went around talking to people, trying to get and find everybody, try to get everybody's respect and love and adoration and all that stuff, collecting all the foraging I can, just to try to get as much done as possible. Now to visit the worst person of this entire run, who gives me absolutely jack all, is Clint. He eventually becomes the bane of my existence. Now, because I got cauliflowers, I went ahead and planted them from the treasure chest and started to chop down all the wood. And I do mean all the wood. Day 5 is pet day, named it after my own cat Coda, and just went with it. Now what you see here, me running back, is something that happens periodically through the entire run. I keep forgetting my hoe. I need my hoe if I'm going to find all the artifact spots. I keep saying that I try to keep it on me, but I keep forgetting. Even when I go through the mines, I try to keep it on me, as there is the chance you drop one of the door scrolls in the dirt spots. But I went through, and luckily enough, I actually managed to get pretty deep on the first day, which is rare, because I normally only take the first 5 floors. But with this particular run, I actually get down 15 floors. Now, because it is raining, Mayor Lewis will not be at the community center, so it will not unlock today. So I try to, just do random things, fix the bridge, collect the coral, drop things off, crack open geodes, drop more stuff off. It's basic. I need to talk to everybody, and I needed to give Emily something. So I stalked in her house until she came out of her room and gave her weed, because daffodils are weeds. And the second reason I couldn't go to the community center, because it was raining again. So, decided to organize. And then just... went to the cart, found some garlic. Bought the garlic, and decided to plant it.
So the last thing I have planned for the first episode is building a tree farm. It's not something that's going to come in handy for a while, but it does pay dividends in the end. And with that bit of information, I want to say thank you everybody who has watched. If you have any ideas on how to improve upon this, if you are an editor who wants to help me, please let me know. So, till next time, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.